Ba-bam! Let's do this. Welcome, everyone. A lot of people have never heard that music before. I've been using that music for a long time. I see you guys in the chat. We're here. Hopefully you can actually hear me. That's always the thing. Every single time you get on these live streams, I plan and I'm like, okay, I got it. So once I can actually see that you guys can hear me, then I always feel a lot better. Sweet. Marco Sports Channel. I can heat you. I can heat you too. Thank you all. Thank you all. That's good. That's good. I love it. It's every single time you set these live streams up, it's always it's like a panic. I'm like, okay, if I hit this, does this actually happen? We already have Brian T checking in. The early bird always gets the worm. Brian T checking in with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Brian T, a veteran live streamer. I was looking back. I used to do live streams a lot more often, and it's good. I actually like this, doing the little Monday live stream thing, hanging out with you guys and seeing everybody in the chat. It's quite good. And yes, we can hang out here. We can just hang out here and just chill. And I got the big hair going right now. it's quite ridiculous. Rick saw that. What's up? I see MLC Adventures in the chat. It's been a while. It's been a while. I've been doing a few live streams on Mondays. It's been going good. But this 4 p.m. thing seems to work pretty well. I know that a lot of the folks in the UK and stuff, it doesn't hit quite the right timing for them. But for most of us USA folks, this is the right spot. I see Sprocket Girl in the chat. What is going on, everyone? It actually rained here for half a second. Just a quick little thing, blew through, got the ground, didn't even really get the ground wet, but I'm glad to see a little bit. Yeah, Chris Ottinger checking in from Germany, 1 a.m. or, oh no, not 1300, that would be it. Hey Bradley, I see you, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you on a live stream or a comment. It's very funny, man. The people that come and they go, it's all good. You don't have to stick around forever, but it's very cool when you see a familiar face in the chat or the comments that's like, man, this guy was commenting all the time. Did they not like me anymore? Probably not, but that's okay. Now they're back. I see Bike Som in the chat, NorCal. A lot of NorCal representing in here. Sweet, this is great. Hey Robert, I saw you at Rockville today. I'm glad I gave you guys a couple stickers, but we kept our distance. I was like, I can't do pictures right now, man. I can't do the pictures right now. I got the mask, but you know, getting out this morning was great for a ride. Rockville is back open. That's my local trails that you guys have seen many videos about. And yeah, it had been closed for quite a while, actually. Ooh, raining again. It's getting more than just a little bit now. Sweet. But it was closed for a couple weeks, and it's just right now people are out and about. The weather is nice in California, and it's like, man, you can't mitigate all these people bumping up against each other in the parking lot and all these things. So it was kind of the right move if they weren't able to actually, you know, manage the people in the parks. But one of the things they were saying is like, oh man, people are just, you know, going outside the trails and they're walking and they're trampling, they're making the trails wider. And it's like, you guys use cows in the park. What? There's no environmental damage that we can do worse than the cows can do. So I don't buy that argument of just people going off trails and knocking stuff over when the cows are doing it all the time. I actually saw sheep out at Rockville for the first time too. A big herd of sheep over by the pond, another one closer to like where the houses are, and then maybe 5 or 6 cows as well. So it was very interesting. Yeah, I see Germany starting to open up. We're starting to open up a little bit, and yeah, we'll see how it all goes. I see Saul from Salinas in there. The chat is moving fast, but it'll die down a little bit, and we can all just sit in here and hang out. It's very fun to do. Travel the Narrow Trail with the $5 super chat. You doing well, Brian? Hello from Denver. I'm Jason. Nice to meet you, Jason, on Travel the Narrow Trail. I've seen you in the comments before. I don't know if it was Patreon or on regular YouTube, but I definitely recognize that. Yeah, so much wildlife nowadays. I think we saw turkeys and sheep right next to each other. I think we saw some deer, but that might have been on yesterday's ride. It is cool to see the wildlife out there, for sure. It's quite amazing, actually, and it has been over the past, you know, hey, Matthew Gunning, what's up, man? Good to see you. It's been a long time, but it's cool. I think over the past, 20, 30 years, the wildlife at least in California, has been really taking off. I remember my Uncle Dennis was telling me when he went camping one time and he saw like a turkey vulture, he was like, oh my God, it's a vulture. And that was like a big thing to see. And now around here, turkey vultures are just always all around all the time and stuff. So yeah, Dave says he's seen a fox and coyote move through the yard the past couple days, and that is not normal by any means. Hey, Chris George in the chat. We got D-Row Jim 184 with a $10 super chat, checking in from New York City. That is very cool. What's good? Good to see you. Thank you for that super chat. Charlie B says he saw a group of deer in Toronto just the other day. That is pretty cool. Yeah, there's been a lot of little photos from San Francisco with coyotes, because there's always been coyotes in San Francisco for sure, but now just less and less people are around, and it's like, oh, they're getting these like iconic shots of coyotes next to the Golden Gate Bridge and stuff. I never saw a kiwi when I was in New Zealand. I never saw like the animal of a kiwi. So maybe next time. I will get back there. Shake and Shred with the $5 super chat. You guys, thank you. This is awesome. I love the super chat things, and it's just a fun way to interact. I've got you guys up there, and you don't have to, but it is much appreciated. I'll read this, I'll read that, I read everything. I'm here to hang out with you guys, and it's great. Shake and Shred, thank you for the $5 super chat. Super chat. It is very fantastic. I'm trying to enunciate my words. I'm still messing with the sound on this. I've got the little lavalier mic, and it's wireless, so I can move around a little bit. And I think it's a little bit louder than last time. Last week I had Sid and Mackie on, and they were high, and I was low, and the friggin' the sound, it never ends with the sound. Yeah, okay, I think it sounds good when it's just one person talking, because you guys can jack up the sound on your TVs and stuff. By the way, if you haven't watched my videos on a big screen smart TV, like I was showing Sarah the China videos, the videos from Tibet, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. For me, it's tough for me to watch my videos after I've done them, like after I've already been editing them and just focusing on them. Like if a video just came out and I'm hanging out with my buddies, it's not something I don't want to turn on my videos and watch them right then. But if it's been 6 months or a year, it's really cool to, yeah, Sid, they were very high. Those videos were high. But yeah, I got the mullet going, Trevor, definitely. But it's just really cool to watch my videos, because the color and the views, especially in Tibet and everywhere on the TV, it is amazing. If you haven't taken the chance to watch one of my videos on a TV, because I edit on a laptop and the screen is only this big because all the editing software is always like kind of taking up most of the screen. It's amazing. It's like the coolest thing. So if you're just watching it on your phone or something, like, Jay, Bike Som is out. He has sent his fork into Fox, so he's down for the count. Won't have his bike for 1 to 2 weeks. That's tough, man. I know you get out and ride a lot. I see Shut Up and Ride in the chat. Shut Up and Ride MTB and e-bikes. Nice. A little expanded name. Rockville is open. I was there this morning. Bill Swartzwelder says the yaks look hairy on TV. I love it. Diego Gutierrez with 39 Mexican pesos, I believe. Hello from Mexico. Be safe. Keep being safe, Brian. Gracias. I appreciate that very much, Diego. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it very, very much. SAMTB with the $4.99 super chat. Looking good, Mr. Brian. Hello from Raleigh, NC. SAMTB's got some videos on his channel. Yeah, I got the hair growing. I'm going to try to get down to shoulder length or whatever, just to really look like a complete idiot. That's what I'm doing. MTB boys, I don't know exactly when I started mountain biking. I've got some old GoPro footage from like 9 years ago. I've got Strava from like 9 years ago. So it's right around 10 years ago is when I was really starting to get serious about it. Crashy McSquirrel, your hair might be shoulder length, but it probably looks good. I have this like weird wavy hair where it just doesn't look good once it gets long. I see Wandering Wade in the chat. I got that COVID hair going. Brandon Terrell with the $4.99 super chat, checking in. Hello, Brian from Sonora, California. Hope to see you on the trail soon. Dude, I know there's actually some pretty good trails up there in Sonora, and there's some other stuff, in the big, in some of those other areas up there that hopefully will become legit sometime. I've done trail work up there, but I haven't actually ridden up there, and it's good stuff. I love that there's so much more. There's so much in California. There's just a million different trails in California. We have so much. It is amazing. Good to see you guys. This is awesome. I get so much out of this, and just rolling along and having fun. We got Marco Sports Channel with the 279 super chat saying hello, everyone. And then there was a super sticker that was thrown out, but it was retracted. So I thought the sticker looked good, but you know, that's okay. Iceland. I would like to get to Iceland. Stebjorn 90. Like, that seems like a pretty badass thing. I know that the opening for like Iceland is like 2 weeks or something. Like, it's like, okay, get in there and ride. I see spokesman MTB in the chat. Very cool. I hope you get that Ritmo. Hope you get saddled up on your Ritmo very soon. Steve sent me a pretty good email about looking for a Ritmo and getting to ride one of his friends' Ritmos, and how it was like a game changer. So it's very, very cool that you're going to get your bike out, and that's fantastic. It's the craziest thing about the Ibis Ritmo is like they just get sold out immediately, and it's the toughest thing to create a product that you sell out immediately of. So it's like, does that make people, angry? Does it make them more fervent to get one? There's the demand, especially right now when, the economy is a little more uncertain, and you're like, okay, we're going to order this many bikes, and I don't even know how many bikes Ibis actually produces, like in small, medium, large, and all that. I would imagine 500, 1,000, who knows? I don't even know how many frames they produce. So it's very manufacturing, man. Oh, it's very, very interesting. Checking in. Ritmos and toilet paper. Just the most expensive things. Andrew Angley wants to know the coolest place in the United States. I think if you haven't been to Moab, it's a very good introduction to getting into mountain bike travel, because they have all the amenities there. They have badass bike shops. They have great guides. They have shuttles. So you can really have an awesome, and they have great food and restaurants that maybe you're doing takeout. I don't know how that's all going to get back. But Moab is a really great place to just get into and like experience that mountain bike travel, where you could do 3 or 4 great days of riding. And there's even trails out there that I still haven't experienced out in Moab. Sedona is okay. It's almost not a mountain biker town. It's a little more fluffy. I've only done 2 really good trails out in Sedona, where like in Moab, it's 3 really good trails, the whole enchilada, and Captain Ahab. Slick Rock I really like. A lot of people don't like Slick Rock, but there's more. There's even more out there for sure. La Biciclica. What's up, Brian? Coming from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for the $2 super chat. La Biciclica. I like that name. Las Vegas is a good destination as well, but nothing beats Moab and Sedona as well. It just has that bike, Fruta, Colorado has that bike town feel, where there's a lot of good bike shops, and there's infrastructure, and there's guides, and there's shuttles, and all that stuff, versus so many of these places I go, they're great. Like North Carolina, it's pretty great. There are guides and stuff, but it is a mountain biker town, kind of, sort of, but it's just a different experience than Moab, where it's like you're going to mountain bike Disneyland. It's raining again. That's good. I see you guys checking in. Very cool. I see Biking with Emily out there. Brian T with the $10 super chat. He's backing up the 4K on the big screen. It's true about the big screen. Also, Apple TV 4K doesn't work on the YouTube app. It's capped at 1080. So I bought an NVIDIA Shield 4K just for watching YouTube on the OLED TV. It's amazing. Yeah, my TV has the smart apps. I have a Samsung. I've used Samsung TVs for quite a while now. I had a Sony in between, but Samsung's pretty good with the smart apps and just firing it up, but making sure that you go into like the settings when you're actually watching the video and set it to 4K, because I think right now they're trying to always kind of screw you on the data and like using too much data. So just make sure you're always getting up to 4K. A Chromecast, a 4K Chromecast or Ultra, Chromecast Ultra, that's all the way. All the way to do it. Oscar, I have not ridden in Central California very much. It depends on your definition of Central California, because I've ridden San Luis Obispo a little bit, but there's Kernville, Kern County, the Kennel Plunge, that's that area, right? And there's some other stuff out there that I really want to check out. It's crazy how much there is. California is unlimited. It's very much so unlimited. I love it. Yeah, I would love to go back to Quebec, but Americans can't get into Canada right now, so that's not going to happen for quite a while. But I love Quebec. It is the best. I always talk about it. It is Sentier-des-Moines. If you can get there, you've got to get there. It's quite awesome. Nice. Ryan Graves says he's glad I got to see Oak Mountain outside of Birmingham, Boulder Ridge. Super cool. I wrote it by myself, and I bet there's some more lines out there, and there's some other stuff going on. So yeah, it's very cool. Dreams of the travel, man. It's tough. My whole thing at Ride, Eat, Repeat. What's up, man? That's not Ride, Sleep, Repeat. That's Ride, Eat, Repeat. There's already a YouTube channel with that. You got to change that. But yeah, Marquette, Michigan in the house. Hopefully it's not snowing up there right now, because I heard in Chicago it was snowing. So, whew, very tough, very tough. But yeah, it's just crazy. The mission is compromised right now, man. It's all about travel. It's all about showing you guys and getting you guys actually out to go ride. What's up, MTB Rad Dad? I see you there. But just trying, this whole thing is put on pause, and so many people's lives are put on pause for sure. So it's good. I can still make it out of here, but man, I wanted to come out of this stronger, but I'm definitely not coming out of this stronger. I haven't been working out enough. I haven't been riding enough. I've done a couple rides this week, which is really good. But I just don't feel sharp. I just don't feel like I'm in the groove. And it's like, man, we had all this time. We had all this possibility. It's great that I met Sarah and we're hanging out, and that's going to be hopefully the foundation of a long relationship, me and her together. And it's been going great, but it's like, oh, there's never enough, It's like, oh, but what, I could have got this done, I could have got that done. Just coming up with video ideas and just completely failing and being like, no, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. So the live streams have been a very good, I know I can go live Monday. I know I can answer questions. I know I can hang out with you guys. I know I can get a lot of positive energy, because it's so huge right now, just to have that distraction, to get the positive energy and to get fired back up and get going. Eric Sweet, I am 5 foot 10 inches tall, and I usually ride a large bike. Hey, Scott Fast, what's up, dude? It's so good to see so many cool people popping in that I know. Paul Marcunis, very recognizable name. Adrian Gallo, just lots of fans of the channel, people that have commented here, there, and everywhere. It's always great to see you guys in the live streams. I make a joke about being 5'10". Hey, Squirrels Adventure, I see you there. But, hey, Mark Cox, good to see you guys in here. But yeah, I always make a joke about that, because all my early on videos were always when I was testing bikes, I was like, oh, I'm 5'10". I did it. It was kind of the spiel. You guys from the beginning know that. Matthew, I donated the DVO. The DVO has been donated along with the Orbea Rayon and everything like that. What's up, Tony? I see Tony Piazza in there, headed to the Auburn Bike Park. Nice. I've never been to the Auburn Bike Park. I've heard of the Elk Grove Bike Park. I'm going to have to check some of these places out. Orion Goodman, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I'm sorry if I'm a little slow. I will always get to the super chat stuff and be able to shout you guys out. Have you been riding in Santa Cruz? Love your positive energy, man. Stay safe. From what I know, Santa Cruz, the legit Santa Cruz stuff that is legal and not arrestable and put you in jail for 10 years, that Santa Cruz stuff is closed. Demo Forest is kind of my favorite place to go ride in Santa Cruz, and that is closed right now, I believe, and I'm going to take Sarah there when the second it opens up, early in the morning though, because I was at Rockville today. It was perfect. Got up at 7, or got out there, started riding at 7 a.m., didn't see one person on the trail the entire time. I got to show Sarah all the amazing chunk out there. She loved it, and it was fantastic. Oh, Savant, MTB Savant is in the chat and says demo is open. Cool, good. Thank you guys for checking in on that. So, okay, I'm gonna have to take Sarah to demo, and we're gonna have to do the flow trail. And man, with a little bit of rain today and tomorrow, that might be pretty good. That might be pretty damn good. I'm digging it. Yeah, you guys got me excited. I'm glad to have the hive mind here, because it's good to have okay, whoop, I get this information, I got that information, and that kind of stuff. So it's very good. Post Canyon in Hood River, Oregon is open. That's cool. I've heard of it. I want to get there, Matt. Definitely. Someday. It's weird. Just getting back out is going to be weird. And I have to feel comfortable that, hey, this is a MTB tourism channel and I'm going to be traveling, and at least I can sleep in the van. I can go into, grocery stores and keep self-sufficient, kind of, sorta. But man, it's tough. I think I'm going to have to go outside my comfort zone when I feel like, I got to do it. I got to get out there and travel, even though I'm like so sensitive to like, hey, I'm promoting travel. Everyone get out there when we're all supposed to be locked down. So I'm not just a normal guy that can go out and ride. I have to think about the impact and all that stuff, when previously I love the impact. Like, hey, let's get out there. Let's go see the world. Now, not so much. For now, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Marco Sports Channel with 2 Canadian 99-cent super chats. Thank you, Marco Sports Channel. I appreciate that. John Robbins checking in with the $2 cool sticker. I dig it. The stickers are pretty funny, actually. I appreciate that. And then Jacob C with Australian $2.99 Australian dollary dues. Hi, how much dollars for you to send Dirt Merchant? You can't put a price on it. You can't put a price on it, because I don't want to die. It's like, okay, I'm on it. Yay, I'm on it. Thank you. I'll collect my money. I'm sure I could get to the bottom of it. I'm sure I would have no problem finding a way. Oh, no, wait, because it has that big gap or something like that. You got to get over something. Yeah, there's no way. It's not going to happen. $8 final offer. Nice. That's great. Sheaf B getting back on the mountain bike. It is cool. You definitely see that people are out. People are out and about, which is a good thing. It's just always like, oh my God, a trail that normally nobody's on in the middle of the day, and there's like 10 people. It's like, oh, how is this possible? But we'll kind of have our little equilibrium, and hopefully, people will keep riding and keep getting on. You can kind of tell there's some beginners out there, and it's very cool. I dig it. John Kennedy wants to know, riding with a mask, what are my thoughts? So I actually posted this on Strava and started a bit of a shit storm, as you would say, because I went out to Moore Creek Park in Napa, and that video will be out next week, I think, on my channel. It's already out on Patreon. But passed so many people on the trail, and it's like I've never gone back and forth so much. I think all of us have never, I feel like I've never gone back and forth so much on a topic, and it's so serious and it's so this and that. But literally, so Moore Creek Park in Napa, and we got out there really early, but then by the time we were finishing up our ride, we're passing people. We're passing people on the trail, like this close. And we're huffing and we're puffing and we're passing by, and it's not a perfect situation. It's just like, what's the difference? Obviously, you're outside and the air molecules are flowing and everything, but we're this close to each other. We're huffing and puffing. It's awkward because you're like okay, let me stand over here and you stand over here, and you've been standing here for 30 seconds and I come around. Like, you just can't convince me otherwise that isn't a bad situation. That, oh, no, grocery stores are fine, wearing your mask and getting everything, but then when you're passing people just huffing and puffing on the trail slowly, you always think, oh yeah, we're just passing by. You're not just passing by. You're friggin', oh, no, you go. Okay, yep, okay, hey, have a good one. Like, it's just not, it's not. So after that, I was like, I gotta have a mask on the trail. Like, you're too close to each other all the time. And then, yes, there's studies and there's all these things, or, oh, there's no way. You can't, it's impossible to have any kind of infection, out on the trail. But it's like, it's just, it is what it is. So I just think the cotton mask, like the buff thing, it's a very simple thing. Boom, you flip it up. When you're passing by somebody, it just means, hey, I'm thinking about you. That's all it is. It's not to keep yourself from getting the virus or whatever, but it is what it is. See, the virus can enter through your eyes, so shake and shred. Yeah, I just think a buff is just a very simple thing, but obviously there's, oh, I'm never going to do it. No, it is what it is, so we're going to have to get through it. It's it never ends. So And you know what? I have seen that documentary going around. I have seen that on Facebook, that documentary that YouTube has deleted. And you know what? Anthony Fauci and who else? Bill Gates. I think they did conspire to set up Carol Baskin. I don't think Carol Baskin actually fed her husband to the tigers. I'm convinced after I saw that documentary. So, are you guys with me on that? the eyes, the nose, all that stuff. I had my birthday last week. That was pretty cool, actually. And oh man, just another year. We're going through this another year, and yeah. What did I? Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. I have my little list of just things I could talk about, but. I did the thing that you're not supposed to do when your birthday is getting close. I bought some stuff, and then Sarah got me that same stuff for my birthday. So where's my glasses? Oh, they're probably in the bag. But I was talking about those glasses. I've got those Costco Eddie Bauer glasses that I got, and I only bought one pair at Costco. And I was like, I should have bought 3 pairs because it's like, oh, it's Uncle Don saying, you don't look a day over 37. Thank you, Uncle Don. It's all about the lighting. You know, when you get the good lighting on you like this, you can just really, you just get the wrinkles out all right. Man, a lot of happy birthdays in the chat. Thank you guys. I appreciate that very much. But so I bought the Eddie Bauer sunglasses that I've been talking about at Costco. And then the next day, Sarah's like, hey, I got those Eddie Bauer glasses for you for your birthday. And I'm like, oh man, I messed it up. You just like gotta chill out on buying stuff next to your birthday. Cause it just, your people can only come up with so many ideas. And when you step on it, it's like, I hate that. Oh, Carol Baskin. The poor lady. But yeah, exactly. So now I've got like 4 or 5 pairs of those Eddie Bauer sunglasses that I really like from Costco. They didn't have them in any other Costco except for the Vallejo Costco. I've traveled around the world when I was traveling the country, not the world. But earlier these past couple months when I was out traveling, I went to Costco and I was like, I gotta see it. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So it is what it is. Kumag, you hurt me. That's what I do. I ride, I talk. That is my style of video, man. That's what I do best. There's plenty of other videos out there for people doing other things. But this is what I do. All right, shut up and ride. Thank you, Matt, for the $20 super chat. Holy moly, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you being on the live streams. Gotta get you two safe. What is the best brand for me? Sunglasses? We talking about bikes? What are we talking about? See, now the chat is nice and slow, and you guys can get in there with your questions. We've mellowed out. About 30 minutes in, we flattened the curve, as you would say. What else was I? Okay, I talked about that. Nice. Gel or Yell or Hell. Yell Hoosen. Loves the vids, been riding for 6 months. Get his son into MTB. That's very cool. 7 years old is probably a pretty dang good time to get your son into mountain biking. It seems like they could get into it earlier though. That's what's even crazy. So it's like you get your kids started when they're like 1 year old on the little push bike and stuff. I was going to talk about the DBO fork. No, it's gone. I've donated it out. See, now we got people coming. Here we go. The noise from my shock, train wreck trailers. No, it kind of is that way. Like you can kind of move the shock around. It has been preloaded, and I don't think I actually hear it on the trail. I thought I was hearing it on the trail, and then I'm like, I think it's just cable rattle, which is hilarious because I only have one cable inside the friggin' bike for it to rattle around, and then I kind of pulled the cable, and now I'm not hearing the cable rattle as much, and then, you go on maybe a little bit smoother trail, but then you're on kind of a rougher trail. It's up and down. The thing in the back of your head of like, oh, what's that sound? What's that sound? Best protective gloves on the trail, Thomas. The best protective gloves are the BKXC Just Go Ride gloves. Of course, shop.bkxc.bike. I'm leaving a link in the chat right now if you want to support the channel. Get the old hand-up gloves. They're good. They're pretty good. They got a little thing that says Just Go Ride on the palms. They're doing well. The jerseys are all sold out now. These red Pain and Pleasure shirts, those are almost all sold out now. And so I got to come up with something else because I know there's all kinds of fun, cool stuff and slogans and stuff that I need to put up there. Sam's listening to the live stream while homeschooling. Very good, very good. Let's do this. Mountain Bike Geek with 5 Australian 99 dollary dues. Hashtag dating life. Treat Sarah with some nuggets. I did have some nugs today. The old plant-based nuggets. Cooked them in the oven. Pretty good. They're not great. It's more about the sauce. Maybe get some more salt on them and all that stuff. But SAMTB, I did this shirt in black, but it was a one-time thing. That was back when I first started the channel. I think that was actually like October 2016. I did the black version of Pain and Pleasure, but it was a one and done. The people who got that there, they got it. Hey, Adam, I see you in the chat this whole time. I saw a couple of your things about getting out riding at 6 a.m. down in Southern California because the trails are just so busy, and 2 weeks away from graduating high school. My man Adam, another good series of videos. If you haven't seen them, the videos from Africa, riding with Adam, and oh man, it was pretty amazing. Spokesman MTB with the $20 super chat. Loving the animations. I think I'm going with DT hubs because I shoot lots of video, and the i9 hubs on my Bronson are so loud. Yeah, man. I think. Oh, but the DT Swiss. I don't know how quiet the DT Swiss get, but I know the Onyx hubs get silent. So supposedly they're a little more heavy and stuff, but thank you for that $20 super chat, Spokesman MTB. I appreciate that very much. But yeah, people have said if you put a lot of grease into the i9 hubs, they get more silent, and you can do what you got to do to get there. What's up, Jude? I see you in the chat. Is that a different avatar? I recognize your other avatar, but it's very similar, so I think it's the same Jude. Oh, Jacob's getting Kushcore in the mail. Would appreciate some thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers for you guys. Why would you buy i9s if you're just going to make them silent? That's true. That's true. I feel like I was on another tangent there for a second, but that's okay. We're going to go. We're going to bounce. We're going to hit this way. We're going to hit that way. The ground is wet out there. That's good for the trails. It was a little dusty this morning at Rockville, but it was good. Yeah, this is actual rain. There's real rain coming down. Tucker Carter with the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. You rock, dude. Much love from Tennessee. I appreciate that. Thank you. You guys are very nice and generous hanging out here. I love it. I love it. I have not been to Andalusia, Spain. If I had, there would be a video about it. So as far as I know, wait, Andalusia is more of a province than a... Yeah, you got to check out my videos. I've been to Spain. I've been up and down Spain. So actually, I probably have been to Andalusia now that you mention it. Oh, that was what I was going to talk. I saw Bradley had mentioned at one point I was gluten-free. Yes, I had tried gluten-free. I kind of always have had like weird stomach problems and stuff like that. But like, it's still so random. Just very few and far between over the past couple of years. It hasn't been that bad. And then, oh, I'll eat something and be like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom. So I tried gluten-free just to see if that would change anything. And maybe it was more placebo effect. But once I went to China, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty much not going to be able to keep the old gluten-free going. So I just ate whatever, and the trip to China and Tibet was very, very good. So it is what it is. Thank you, Pedal Striker. It just takes one negative comment. That's all it takes. But never change your formula. You're nailing it. I have to say, like, I know it's a very egotistical or pat yourself on the back thing to say, but as I mentioned earlier, when I was watching the Tibet videos with Sarah a couple days ago, I'm like, wow, this is good. This is like, I actually like it. It's very cool. Like, I feel like the pep was there, everything was good, and there's stuff I can critique, of course. I'm like, man, I should have got better shots of everywhere we were staying and had more shots of just kind of what was going on, and I didn't fill in the blanks as good as I probably would now, but that's all about getting better. We all get better as we do our things, and so I'm better now than I was 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, and approach it a little bit differently, but I'm very surprised that I always try to make the videos that I want to watch, and I like those videos. I can turn on some other videos and be like, wow, okay, cool. This is, I dig it. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that. What's up, Ethan? I see you there from Vacaville, Minnesota. Of course, I want to get there. E-bikes, Tom Morera. I saw you ask this earlier, so it went by too fast. E-bikes, can we talk about it? I always see negative stuff about it, but it would be very interesting to hear your opinion. Yeah, I think it's such a divisive topic, probably more divisive than the coronavirus and wearing masks on the trail. But I like the idea of e-bikes, and I think they're all going to be e-bikes at some point, and like we're just going to get there, and it's going to be e-bikes. We're going to have like little tiny engines inside of our motors just to help us out to get back home and all that stuff. It's only going to get smaller, and yeah, I really would like one. I really think that IBIS needs to make an e-bike so I can get out there and, there's so much trail work that I could do with an e-bike. Right now, it's like, you could ride trails in, you could ride the grass, like, hey, I'm gonna go up and down, I'll see how this works. There's just so much more you could do. And it's just getting people out there. It's just getting people out there, and it is a good thing, and there's always going to be weird things and people being like, oh no, but haters are going to hate, and there are semi-legitimate arguments against it, but it is what it is. What's up, Vince? I see you there in the chat. Hey, Rose, how's it going? Still raining a little bit here, which is good. We're gonna get it going. Oh, a couple people asking about the 50-state shred. It is on pause, and I was talking about earlier that I will get back out there, and I gotta, that's a good name, Rip Moto for the e-bike, IBIS e-bike. Hopefully they'll make one. I don't know. For boutique brands, it's a little harder to get all that ingenuity and engineering and all that stuff and make that happen, but it's such a huge seller in the mountain bike thing. But back to the question about 50-state shred. Yes, I will try to get back out on the 50-state shred. I will get back out on the 50-state shred, even if it's like November 1st. And like, okay, let's see how it goes. And I'll just get out there. I'll do it, and I will make it happen. But I probably won't be able to nail all the states. But if I'm able to get out there, July, like we're still in May right now, and if I take off June, first day of summer, June 20th, if that feels right, if it feels like, okay, things are getting better, and like, I don't know, I don't think states are really going to want interstate travel, and that's really what I do. So I'm just going to have to really just waste away here in the shed and keep coming up with crappy video ideas and try not to wither away. Christopher Walsh with the $9.99 super chat. Someone said BCPOV is here. Where's Eric? I haven't seen him. I know he's out building his own trail, which is really cool. Maybe that video hasn't hit. I'm on BCPOV's Patreon page. So just like me and just like him, I'll watch one of BCPOV's videos and it's like a week, and then it comes out later. It's like, oh yeah, I already watched this. This is new to everyone else. But he's building a trail in his area, and it's funny because he just has the van parked on the trail, and he's probably just getting out there all day, every day. He's going to come out stronger than most of us, I think, by getting a little trail done. Really cool, too, the way he laid it out and how he's just helping on one part of the trail, and there's other guys working on the top, and very, very cool. Yes, Vince, I went to Rockville this morning. I got out there 7 a.m., wheels on the ground. Me and Sarah did not see a single person until we got back to the parking lot. So it was very, very cool that we made it happen. And now, tomorrow with the Hero Dirt like this, it's going to be very, very, very good. Mark Cox is having a hell of a time with MTB Striker. Moderators, you have the power to ban someone. It's okay. If you've been struggling, if you've been timing this person out, if they won't shut up, if they just keep saying the same thing over and over, get them out of here. Paul Marcunis with the $5 super chat. It's killing me that you weren't able to get to New England yet. Someday. I will get there someday. Oh, man. It's just... star-crossed. It's like, I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it. But that's everyone's life now. Everyone had plans. Everyone thought they were gonna do some stuff. But this is the least of my worries. I still have you guys. I still have things going. The streams are going. The videos are going. People on Patreon. People are still buying, clothes and shirts that support the channel way more than any kind of video view. And so it's very, very nice that you guys are here. So I'm not completely freaked out about this. Even though I am creatively bankrupt, I'm not 100% freaked out because I know I have you guys, and I know it's like, ooh, maybe I'll do another live stream ride and get out there. I just need to have good cell signal because those are really fun. And there's unlimited possibilities, but you just have to somehow make it work and make it fit. And it's just tough to experiment and break stuff and be like, oh, that didn't really work, and oh, I hated that, when now's the time to do that. Now's the time. Thank you, Marvin. I appreciate that, my man. Planes are actually going again. There are actually people flying on planes right now. One of my cousins actually just went to go visit his cousin, and it was just, hey, I'm just gonna go. So it is a thing. Planes are back open, but I'm gonna keep it on the ground. Trail Lady MTB's off work till August. Have all this time to ride. That's good. Don't get too burned out. Fall in love with it, but just do well. Do your best. Tom Marrero with another question. I saw you went to the UK, but would you ever consider coming back? Man, I think about the UK so much because it was the best. It was the best. That was such an amazing stretch of videos and adventures. Guy Kestevan was so cool. I got to see so much, and Andrew from McTrail Rider. I got to meet all these people, and I don't think I can ever go back to the UK. It was too perfect. If it's gonna rain all the time or drizzle, it's my style of video is so hampered by the rain and the mud and all this stuff, and I got this perfect snapshot in time. So I'll get there. I'll get back there. Definitely got to go to Ireland. Got to go to some of these places. And Iron Brew's going out of business. We've got to save them. We've got to save them. I saw a couple people ask earlier about if I would ever do BC Bike Race again. And it was so cool. I am so glad I did it, but I don't think I would do it. If Sarah wanted to do the BC, don't tell her this. Don't tell Sarah. Hopefully she's not listening to the live stream right now. If Sarah wanted to do the BC Bike Race, I would do the BC Bike Race with her because it's such a special, really, really cool experience. It is a bucket list thing. But man, there's people that do it every year and they come back. No way, man. It's like a one and done, awesome experience. And it does change every year, but there's so much. Oh no, Sarah's in the chat. I take it all back. Send her back to Atlanta. Brian Chambers. I told you guys not to tell. I told you guys to keep it. I'm gonna have to ban Sarah. No, that doesn't mean she can't watch. It just means she can't she can't comment. But it's awesome. It is worth doing. It is awesome, but it is taxing. It's trying. It's tough. It is a tough thing to get through for sure, but it's cool. I would much rather do like a 5-day Trans NZ, Trans BC, enduro, multi-day enduro stage race. The XC stuff it's cool, but the enduro stuff is very, very cool. The problem with the enduro stuff, it's the level of it is just where I'm so intimidated, but I think I can do it. And Sarah's been doing so good. Took her to Rockville today. You guys will see a video. I did record a video for that. And friggin', she's been fantastic. Just keeping up with me so well on all the crazy Rockville trails. I've taken a lot of people to Rockville, and there's this many people that have been able to hang with me all the way through, and she's one of them. So it's very, very cool. It's a bonus. It doesn't matter if your partner is fast or slow or whatever, as long as you enjoy doing something together. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Antoine wants to know about the BC Bike Race. How good do you need to be? You can do it for fun. You can, you know, you can have mediocre skills and mediocre fitness, but man, you're going to be out there for like 5 or 6 hours. When I had okay fitness and I'm out there for 3 hours a day, the people with the lower level of fitness were out there for 5 hours a day, and that's tough. And you get back to the tent, it's dark out. Oh, we've already all eaten, we've already had showers, but you still got to eat food. So you need to come to the BC bike race and take it very, very seriously, and that way you can enjoy it slightly more when you have a decent level of fitness, and especially a decent level of technical ability, because the trails are tough. They are tough and in a good way. R1 Vince with the $20 super chat. Oh my God. Funds for you and Sarah at BC Bike Race 2020. Part of the meal plan. That's going to go a long way. Yeah, with the super chats, it's the Homer Simpson animation is like the $5 to like $19.99. The $20 to $49.99 is Skeletor. The $50 plus is Macho Man. And yeah, I think that's all of them. Maybe there's a Ric Flair at over $100, but I don't know. But hey, there's only one way to find out. Chump MTB with the $5 super chat. Just got back from my ride to find a BKXC live stream. That's good. That is awesome. We're hanging out here. You have 45 minutes worth of content. You'll have to go back to the beginning because now the voice is starting to teeter. The energy is starting to get me going a little bit too much. MTB Striker. Oh, he didn't get banned. Okay. He said he's new here. Just behave. Just be a normal person. When do you come to Portugal? I would like to go to Portugal. I have seen things about Free Ride Madeira, which is an island off of Portugal. And yeah, it looks pretty insane, actually. The Lone Ranger went there, and I've heard nothing but it is steep, straight down, crazy, and sometimes that's pretty good. What's up, Greenie? I see you there. GRN9209, another OG, probably one of the first people that's ever commented on the channel, I think. It is awesome. I love seeing you guys' faces in here. Well, your avatars, at least. Canary Islands. Yes, I've seen some stuff about the Canary Islands. There's a guy on YouTube that actually has, it's like, there's only one hill, but it's up 5,000 feet or something. It's something like that, where there's a guy that's just coming off of the various volcanic trails, and they're just massive downhills. It's pretty cool. Oh, I see you there. Merrick MTB, I've been struggling to stay sane lately, but I've started making YouTube videos. Finally feel like I have a purpose. That is what you need in life, whether it's going to ride your bike, getting faster, having a goal and having something to go towards. And even if eventually you kind of get tired of it and you move on to something else, that is the ultimate thing of just all of our I got these super chats to catch up on. You're making me laugh, but it's the ultimate thing. You have to have a goal. You have to be moving towards something and working on something and having your brain. That's why video games are so effective, because you are hitting those dopamine signals where it's like, oh, I did this, now I did this, now I did this, now I did this, now I did that. So it's like, it's very easy, because it's not easy. Even a video game can be hard, but you're working on something and you're doing something. You feel like you're making accomplishments when, really you're just, hanging out, doing nothing, which is okay. I play video games too, but you've got to have something to do. You got to have a goal, work on a skill, do something to kind of like get you. But the thing with goals and skills and all this, you have to have rewards. So if you're like, okay, my goal is to do a backflip, you got to start really small and you got to move up with like little chunks and all this stuff. So it's, like biking with Emily. She just got a puppy. That's a great thing to do that you have to work on. So you have to work on that puppy, and like, you get little goals when the puppy starts like working with you. So find something. Woodworking, mountain biking, getting better. Just focus on a goal where you can go towards it. Reading so many books in a month or something like that. Keep yourself busy in that way instead of the mindless stuff. YouTube is good. I watch TV. I do the mindless stuff too, but oh, it's a trap. It's such a trap. all the Codys with the $5 super chat. Hello, I've been MTB writing for about a year and a half. I have the MTB bug bad. I'm enjoying your redemption playlist. Thank you, all the Codys. That's awesome. I love it when you guys get into the videos, and there is a wealth of videos out there. There is maybe 500 videos out there for you guys to catch up on, to watch, and there's so much. Yeah, Chris, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. You have missed most of it. That's okay. The voice is almost gone. There's been a lot of goofs and gaffes, lots of ups, lots of downs. So just like every other live stream. It's been going good, actually. Welcome. You can go back. You can start from the scratch. Pretend like it's live. Wandering Wade with the $10 super chat. Hashtag BCBR. Don't let Sarah down. The super chats are pouring in. And Mountain Bike Geek with the $14.99 Australian dollary dues. Hashtag dating life at BC Bike Race. We laughed. We cried. Charlie B, you've had some good little zingers in there. I appreciate humor. Jose Maria Galland. I'm dedicating my life to developing a bike hike park in central Mexico. I'm sure you'll be here in the future. Dude, keep in touch. Like, I have had such a trouble trying to get to Mexico and get to South America. I've just never had a good plan. It's all about getting a good plan. I need like 5 days of good writing and just someone that can email back and forth and sound like, yep, you're going to go here, I'm going to pick you up here and do this and do that. That's the only reason I haven't gone to a lot of these places, is because maybe there isn't 5 days of great riding within a good zone. You got to drive 8 hours here, 10 hours here, So, yeah, keep in touch, man. That is awesome that you're dedicating your life to developing mountain bike trails and a park. That's what we should all be. That is an awesome way to spend your time. Like, if I had all the money in the world, I would be out building trails. I really think that is what I would be doing. I'd be cutting trails and trying to improve trails and fix trails and just working as much as I can mindlessly, just hacking away in the dirt, because it's a lot of fun. Doesn't make for a great video, though. Hold on, I'm checking up. I'm sorry I've got this dead air here. It's the worst thing in the world. Dustin Bento with the $20 super chat. Any ideas for North Dakota? Yes, I have a few. I've actually had quite a few people reach out for North Dakota. The Madahe Trail is very high on my list. I've heard about this thing for quite a while, but there's also a couple things in that region, not to be confused with South Dakota, the Black Hills. There's been quite a few people that have reached out with that as well. So I've had a few people reach out with ideas for North Dakota, which I'm very excited to see, because I think there's some good stuff in there. It's actually getting hot in the shed. Someone was asking about climate control. It's about 70 degrees outside right now, which is strange to be raining and 70 degrees, and it's about 80 degrees in the shed. Whatever that is for Celsius or Fahrenheit, you got to use your Google. You got to use your Google to do the conversion, and I won't trigger your Google. What's up, Bam Bam Ricky? I hope you're staying safe out there in El Paso. Some tough trails out there. If you guys ever want to go hurt yourself down in El Paso, Texas, that's the place to do it. Bam Bam Ricky showed me a very good time. Armin Takarian, not to be confused with Armin Takayan. $50 super chat, more motivation for the BC bike race with Sarah or a post-COVID date night. Yes, thank you very much. That is the funniest thing. Our relationship has been 100% COVID related. Restaurants have not been open. We have not been able to actually dine in a restaurant. So that $50 super chat, holy crap, we will be able to. Are you taking notes? Are you writing it down, Sarah? She might be banned. See, we got Macho Man Randy Savage in the chat because of or on the animation because of the $50 super chat. Thank you, man. We have gone and ordered out and eaten in the van, and we did that a couple things. So it was very cool to get some of that time. But it's good to think of all the cool things that we will be able to do that we haven't burned out yet. You haven't played all my cards yet. Chris is just catching up. Who banned Sarah? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She was in the chat. She was spamming. Oh no, she already wants 50% of the super chats. She's already got a spreadsheet laid out. She's going to take me for all I'm worth. Austin misses the movie theater. Man, I don't know, dude. I don't miss the movie theater. I would love to hear what you guys think about the movie theater. Are you gonna get into the movie theater? Do you want to go back? I don't think I want to go back. I've got a nice TV. I could use an upgrade to my sound system. It's decent, but I don't see myself going back to the movie theater. I was already kind of tenuous. There are some movies that I'll go see because it's out and it's new and it's a thing. You don't want it to get ruined. Like I saw Parasite in the theater. I saw this latest Star Wars in the theater, but that might have been the last time. Into the Spider-Verse, me and Alexander actually went and saw that in the theater. That Spider-Man animated movie. Holy moly, that was so good. Oh yeah, the new Top Gun movie got pushed back. Now a lot of the stuff is going streaming only. It's very interesting. I don't know how they're going to survive. I hate that businesses go out of business, but it's the weird ebb and flow of the free market, right? If nobody wants to go to your business or support your business, it's going to go away. I want a bailout. That's what I'm trying to say. I need a government bailout. Nicoya with the $4.99 super chat. I just got a 5010 used last gen Santa Cruz. What Bay Area trail should I send it down first when the COVID crowds clear? I think the Flow Trail in Santa Cruz in demo is a good break-in your brand new bike, get a awesome ride in on it. Flow Trail is number one for sure. And I still gotta take Sarah down that thing, and we got some Hero Dirt coming. Maybe we'll go down. But traffic is getting really bad again, so it's like we go head down. We'll go head down 7 a.m. on a weekday to San Jose or to Santa Cruz. That'll be easy. Traffic. Traffic. Let's talk about traffic. Oh man, Chris said they just built 2 massive new movie theaters next to his house. I'm sure there'll be giant churches this time next year. That's true. See, that's also the good thing about the free market. Hey, okay, you got a giant thing. We'll use it for a mega church instead of a movie theater. Although the Walmart in Vallejo has been empty for maybe 20 years now, maybe 15 years. There's a massive Walmart in Vallejo. They made a nice new one in American Canyon, so it's in Napa County, and that old Walmart has just gone away. Nobody has taken it over. There was a Food for Less there. When I used to work at the newspaper in Napa, I would drive back home and I'd go to that Food for Less at 1 a.m. in the morning because it was open 24/7. You'd always see people with their kids in the grocery store on a Wednesday night at 1 a.m. I was always questioning the parenting choices, but maybe better than leaving them home alone. Don't judge. But yeah, so that's gone now. So things are always changing. Stress less, ride more. I like that, Andre. The local trails will love you like they never have before. It's like a poem. Stress less, ride more. The local trails will love you like they never have before. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I think I'm actually going to leave it at that. We're at 5 o'clock. We did a solid hour. The energy was high the entire time. I appreciate that very much. I always have my little backup notes over here just in case I need to rely on me talking, but that is pretty much like an hour-long podcast fueled by your guys' questions and just hanging out. I love it. I love having the interaction. Thank you, Connor. I appreciate that. Thank you, KKH. No plans for New Zealand, but I would say if I was going to do an international trip, my next international trip would probably be Tasmania, down in Australia, because there's so much more down in the Derby area. There's the bike park, Medina Bike Park, which is supposedly pretty good. So that's in the back of my head. That's what's kicking right now. Jody, what's up, dude? Good to see you there. Hope you're staying safe. I believe you're a nurse and possibly on the front lines right now. Hope you're doing good. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. It's always like you'd think you know people and you have the faces and you have the names and then you throw something out there. You're like, hey, you're that? Oh, no, you're not. Okay, that's the other guy. Sorry. So I'm waiting to see confirmation that Jody is actually a truck driver or something else before I end the live stream. I just have to get that going. Thank you, Max MTV. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys are all hanging out. Ronnie, I see you there. It's always good to see the classic faces for sure. Queensland, swing. There's a lot. Oh, sweet. I got it right. Sweet. Okay. I'm closing the live stream, and we're going to end on that note. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everything. It is great that we can hang out and Sam, I'm glad that I could be the highlight of your day. I take this job seriously. I do love entertaining you guys. I love giving my energy, getting your energy, mixing it all up into something that is very, very exciting and fun. And we're here. We're going to keep going. Thanks for streaming, you guys.